We are waiting in the Bangkok airport right now for our flight to Myanmar, and it's been a little bit of a stressful travel experience. We didn't realize that we had to get an e-visa to fly into Myanmar. I think you can get one on arrival too, but all the info we found online was really like confusing and contradictory. So we applied for one online yesterday and just kind of hoped that it would be ready in time because it said it normally takes 3 days. But we actually got it in a few hours. So just FYI, be smarter than us and plan ahead to get your e-visa and give yourself a little bit more time if you're flying to Myanmar. And also, the drone laws are also really contradictory there. We're not sure. We've heard from some people it's fine to bring a drone in. Other people have said that it's illegal. So I guess we'll just see what happens when we get there. Hoping for the best, having a positive mindset. So that was an interesting experience. I wish I would have gotten it on camera, but I realized as we were going through customs, Erica's like, you can't film things while you're going through customs. I was like, oh, didn't know that, which is probably really dumb. But anyways, I've learned a few things after arriving in Myanmar. Number one, you can get a visa on arrival. There's an office to do that. But the weird thing is when we were checking into our flight, they asked to see our e-visas. So I'm not sure what they would do if you didn't have an e-visa, but it does look like if you don't plan ahead, you can get a visa on arrival. The other thing we learned is that drones are illegal, which we knew ahead of time, but we heard mixed reviews. Some people said that they got in okay, and they took it into the country, and they just told the customs officers that they weren't gonna fly it. We tried that. We also tried asking if they could only just take the battery, but they wanted the entire thing. But it did seem pretty official. They are just holding it for us until we leave, so we're just thinking positively and hoping that the people are honest and they're just gonna hold it and then let us take it when we leave. Just got to our room in Bagan. It is pretty simple and small, but it's perfect for us. We're not going to be spending like a ton of time in here, but it's got AC, and that's pretty much all I care about. And there's free breakfast at this place, so that's cool. And a pool. And a restaurant right down at the bottom. So I'm really excited about that. So mostly because I am really hangry right now. We didn't have time to stop for lunch or step out to pee when we were driving down here because our driver didn't speak a word of English, which I didn't expect him to, but this was the first place that we've been where it's like people haven't spoken like any English. The people at the hotel do, but our driver didn't even understand like anything we said. We were trying to like signal to him like, can we stop to get water? And he like had no idea what we were talking about. Eric and I were just talking about how different this feels than even anywhere else we've been in Southeast Asia. It's just, I mean, on the drive here, like obviously our hotel is very like not representative of what this country looks like as a whole. The two hours that we were driving here, just like fascinating to be looking out the window at like the way that people live. Like they're just kids working, like holding buckets on their shoulders and on their head, and like there's just wild cows. I mean, we just makes us really feel like that's funny. Wi-Fi. Talk to each other. Pretend it's 1995. That's so funny. Yeah, the Wi-Fi here doesn't work great, but it just makes me realize like how extremely privileged we have been our entire lives to like live in the United States. Just driving by and like walking through all this. Getting ready to take some bikes to Old Bagan, which is where all of the temples are. And I'm gonna try and record as I'm biking, but it's probably pretty dangerous. So we met a friend on the side of the road. We looked lost, trying to find a good sunset spot. If you like, it's the spot we're trying to look for is like if you Google Bagan, it's the one that will come up. It's like really beautiful. It's where all of the hot air balloons take off from. And so we were trying to find that spot, and this guy found us and said he could take us to it, which is really awesome because I don't think we would have been able to find it otherwise. And here's the temple that we're at, and apparently we just looked up online because it says that it's illegal to climb the pagodas, but he said you still can, so we're just gonna go with him. freaking incredible this place is, and that's saying a lot because I'm afraid of heights and I'm actually pretty scared. I already made Eric step down to a lower ledge because I'm pretty freaked out by the height, but it is so beautiful. I hope that this video does it justice. This is definitely a place to come check out if you're in Southeast Asia, and the great thing about it here is that like we're some of the only tourists I've seen the entire time, whereas like Angkor Wat was just filled with people. Same thing about Thailand, like every temple is just absolutely packed. We're up on this pagoda and there's like 3 other people here, so it's incredible, especially if you're looking for a place that like is really authentic and not overcrowded yet. Get here soon though, because I feel like it's becoming a more popular tourist attraction. So we're back on the bikes again today, exploring the temples. I would definitely recommend renting a bike if you're here. We actually have e-bikes, so these help you go a little bit faster. And our hotel is about 15 to 20 minutes by e-bike from where most of the temples are, so it's pretty nice to not have to like worry about getting a taxi or anything like that. And our hotel, it's Zafridi Hotel, I'll link to it below, but they actually provide these bikes. You can rent them, you still have to rent them, but they're like $3 US for the entire day, which is super awesome.
It's the naka, same.
What is it made out of?
Made of tree.
Tree?
Tree.
Oh, okay. So, and it blocks the sun? So we made it to the top of another pagoda, and as it turns out, we didn't just meet a nice person that wanted to show us the sunset last night. It's actually a pretty smart marketing tactic by pretty much everybody that's around here. They see people that look lost and they're like, hey, I want to take you to a sunset, and then they try and sell you their artwork. So I mean, it works. It's the only way to really find the pagodas that you can actually walk up to, because most of them are closed off. So we actually ran into, though, the guy that we met last night. He was the coolest. We talked to a couple other people that like kind of tried to rip us off, so I'm glad we found him. But it's really beautiful up here. Hopefully you guys can see the background. But Eric and I found our next tiny hut right there. And then this is gonna be our pet cow. Oh, where'd it go? Oh no, there it is. Oh no, I can't zoom in anymore. Good morning, guys. It is our last morning here in Bagan. Eric got up super early to go photograph the sunrise this morning, and it looks absolutely beautiful. But I decided to stay in and sleep because I was really tired. And now we are packing up, so trying to squeeze all of our belongings back into the 2 suitcases that we own, and we are headed to Mandalay for one more night. There's another temple up there that looks freaking amazing. It's white and it's beautiful, and we're literally making the whole trip up to Mandalay just for that. Yes, we are flying out of the Mandalay airport, but we weren't originally going to go stay in Mandalay at all. We were going to stay in Bagan the whole time. But then we did a little bit of research and found this white temple that looks so incredible, so I'm really excited. We're gonna go check that out and we'll take you guys along. This is the Bagan airport. It's pretty poppin' in here. We just went through security in about 30 seconds. This is some Casey Neistat shit right here. Oh, sorry. Thank you. You can call me Casey Neistat. Oh, there's our plane. Eric is a local celebrity. Everybody wants to take pictures with him. I'm not sure if they think he's Ronaldo or just a male model, but it's working. So we made it to the big white temple in Mandalay. It's so beautiful. I don't know if you can see it too well behind me, but I'm sure Eric will insert some beautiful B-roll here. But it's actually really funny. It's taken us like 10 minutes to get up to the top because every couple steps we get stopped by a local that wants to take a photo with us. It's so funny. I thought it was just Eric at first because, I don't know, a couple people since we've been here have been like, you look like Ronaldo to Eric, or you look like the guy from Twilight, the wolf. Which is so funny. So I thought maybe they just thought he was a celebrity, but now they want to take pictures with me too. It's like we are the tourist attraction. It was about an hour-and-a-half taxi ride to get here from where we're staying in Mandalay, because this was really our only option, was to take a taxi, because I guess there are boats that come here, but only once a day at like 9 a.m. and we have to leave to go to the airport to leave Myanmar tomorrow morning, so that wasn't gonna work for us. We had limited time, so we just decided to take the taxi, and it was only about $20 US round trip, so that's really not that bad, and it's definitely worth it. I'm really glad that we decided to cut our time in Bagan short so that we could come check out this temple, because it is friggin' amazing. Honestly, I have to say the temples in Myanmar are better than any of the other ones I've seen in Thailand or Cambodia. So if you're planning on coming to Southeast Asia and you're into temples, make sure you come to Myanmar. Okay, so I am climbing the pagodas, which is legal here, so you don't have to worry about getting in trouble. But this place, I'm telling you, is like a photographer slash Instagrammer's paradise. It is so beautiful, especially at sunset. That's what time we're here. The light hitting your hair. It's like I'm an angel, look. Myanmar has come to an end. I'm sitting on the other side of security waiting for Eric. He went to go get his drone, so fingers crossed we get it back. I think we will. I'm feeling pretty positive about it. I'll let you guys know. Next up, we are going to Vietnam. I'm super excited. We're actually spending a little bit more time in Vietnam than we spent in Myanmar, so I think we'll be there for about 12 days because there was just a lot we wanted to see. So I will see you guys next week. And if you have been to Myanmar, definitely comment below. Let me know what your favorite part about it was, and I will talk to you guys next week. Bye! Did you get your drone back?
Yes!
Yes! The best birthday present ever!
Birthday present. Got my drone back.